As Serpentius would be learning from Alistair would teach him new types of magic. Since Serpentius was a snake, he had an ability to drill underground and to grab people. Alistair was trying to teach him how to drag people into hell. As he would be learning for a few weeks, suddenly Alistair would stop, as he would say, "Hide with me," as then he would get behind a dumpster and cast invisibility magic, as suddenly Adam and the angels would fly down and begin to burn down the town. As heavenly light came from above, it then began to melt people as they screamed in pain and terror. In this timeline, they didn't use swords or spears. They used pure magic to destroy each other. As Serpentius would whisper, "Who are they?" "They're the angels." As then the angels would go back up, Alistair would stand up and say, "This is why we train, to fight them." Serpentius would then nod, as Alistair would say, "Good, I think it's time for your first mission." As then he would give him a wristband. "This lets you go to Earth. Your job is to capture people and bring them to the hotel to recruit more soldiers. However, be extremely careful. If you get caught out there, I won't save you." Serpentius would nod, as then he would go to Earth and barrel underground as he hid. As he began to go through the dirt, waiting for anyone to be captured, waiting for anyone to be taken. Serpentius needed the right target. He needed to find the right person alone in a week. He thought about bringing a child, but even though this would be easy, he needed a soldier that can fight right now. As he would wait in the shadows, a man would be walking along. This man would be old. However, he knew in this demon form that wouldn't be a problem. So he would grab the old man and drag him underground. As he screamed for help, he would throw him into the hotel. As he would see horrors there, he began to scream onwards more and more until he was trapped up into the chair and started to transform into a monster. His nails would turn sharp, his teeth would grow, his eyes would turn red as he transformed into a demon. As then we cut to Angel. Angel would be given a human disguise. As Val would say, these human disguises are very hard to make. It takes a lot of magic. So if you lose this one, you're going in the lake of fire, understand? Angel would nod and he would say, "Good, now you'll be going to Earth. And your job is to lure people to this spot. The more, the better. We need more recruits and more souls for the fire." As Angel would nod, he would then leave. As he would smirk as he turned himself into his human form. Since he was an incubus now, he enjoyed the pleasure. He enjoyed the pleasure of being used and the pleasure of sending people straight to hell. As Angel would sign up, you see, he knew about parties and what people wanted. As he would search online for strangers and begin to lure them to the house. Some of them would bring weapons, but he had power, so it didn't matter. He would have fun with them, then drag them to hell. It went off without a hitch. The house was full of demonic energy, however, as suddenly priests began to storm the house. As then the house began to burn down, an angel would teleport to the hotel. As Val would say, "You brought us 20 people. Great job, but you are almost caught. Priests work for heaven, and they'll always be on the lookout for us. You have to be smarter," Val would say, as then Angel would nod. As Val would then go, "Well, at least you did a good job." As then Angel would stand back up. As then Angel and Serpentius would meet in their room. As Serpentius was eating the leg, as he began to gnaw on it, his teeth crunching the bone, as Angel would say, "Would you mind? I'm trying to sleep." As Angel and Serpentius would begin to talk, Angel would demand that Serpentius let him sleep. As he crunched on the bones loudly, he would eventually sigh and say, "Fine," as then he laid down and went to sleep. As Angel would sigh, he would also go to sleep. As they slept, though, suddenly they would wake up to loud noises, hell shaken. As noises came, sounded like fire and screaming, as they saw demons leaving the lobby. As then Charlie would stop and say, "This hotel is a safe zone. Some buildings are protected by magical barriers, but it would cost too much magic to protect all of hell. There's a battle going on outside. The next battle will be in heaven, but neither of you are strong enough to fight in either one of them." As Serpentius would say, "I am a servant of Lucifer. I must defend hell." As then he would try to slither away, Charlie would grab his tail and begin to squeeze it tightly as electricity pushed through his body, as he began to scream scared. As Charlie would grow 4 arms and her mouth would extend, as she would say, Stay here. Got it? Serpentius would then shake in fear and nod as she said, Good, good, good. Don't worry. One day you'll be able to fight back, but for now, just watch. As Serpentius and Charlie would watch, Angel would simply go back to bed as Serpentius watched the battle eagerly. As he began to take out a notebook and take notes on how the angels fought and how the demons fought and every bit of the battle, as Charlie laughed and said, You're enthusiastic, aren't you? Yes, I am ready to serve. As then Charlie would laugh and say, Great, great, great. You know, this is one of the most prestigious hotels. This hotel that turns humans into demons is very important. You are a student, and you're showing great promise. Never forget, what you do reflects our hotel. Serpentius would say, Yes, madam. As then Charlie would then say, Good. As she stood up and walked away, Serpentius would simply watch the destruction, watch the carnage, as he had an idea. As the next day, Serpentius would go out on Earth. He needed minions, little ones, to serve him, but none that was too strong to surpass him. And just would go to an orphanage at night, as he would slither in and grab them one by one and drag them into hell. As he would drag 16 kids down to hell, he would transform them into demons as they turned into egg boys. Alistair would sigh and say, There's a reason we don't turn children. Unless you're an adolescent adult, they don't come out too strong. Serpentius would say, Doesn't matter. They're my minions now, as this was the origins of the Egg Boys. The Egg Boys had no parents, no one to love them, no one to be there for them, except for him. He will raise them now. He will turn them into good, obedient little soldiers, little henchmen, carrying his weapons around, building machines. As Serpentius was a pretty great engineer before he joined the group, before he devoted himself to serve in hell, as he decided to build weapons around the hotel to better defend it and to improve his mind. As Alistair actually liked this and helped him out. These weapons were nothing special, but it did definitely improve him. Improving more things than just his magical power could definitely benefit him. His abilities, his senses, any little thing he can improve will help him in battle. As then we cut to Angel. As Angel was with Val, Val would say, So, I have an idea. Since you're doing good work, I want to give you a reward. As Angel would look at Val and say, Reward? What kind of reward? Val would say, A reward to help you protect yourself. You may be an incubus, but you need to be able to fight also. Your powers are based on illusion and lust, but that doesn't help much in a skilled battle. Illusion can help a lot, but when you're up against someone who can see through that, you're basically helpless. But not anymore, as then he would throw down 3 different weapons, a golden one, a pink one, and a normal one. As he would say, choose. As Angel would pick up the little pink one, Val would laugh and say, I knew you would choose that one. As then he would train him how to use the blaster. As this pink strange blaster seemed demonic, it had a demonic symbol on it, and every time it blasted, it didn't fire any projectiles, it fired pure energy. Energy that could not be seen, but it was felt, and it could vaporize anything it touched. I would say, do you know what that shoots, Angel? Angel would say, demonic energy? Yes, pure demonic energy. That's our power. The angels have angelic powers. Ironic that your name is Angel. Well, anyway. I am a demon of lust too, so I have to rely on these weapons and techniques to do serious damage. However, being a lust demon does have its advantages that you know about. Come on, let me train you how to truly use these weapons. As Angel would train with Val how to use these weapons, and trained how to seduce more, as Angel became better and better at being an incubus. As Serpentius and his minions became better at building new weapons for the hotel, and building mega weapons to protect them, both of them seemed to be getting stronger, both of them seemed to be getting better. As soon, they will interact in their first battle. And that's where we're going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Hope you all enjoyed this video. It was fun to make. I kind of liked it, you know. And yes, this is a series. I haven't done a series video in a very long time. And how it works is, I'll make these videos until like 7 or 6 parts. I'll probably do 7, because most of these videos are going to be like 9 minutes. I want to be at least an hour. I mean, it could be 10, but I do these late at night, so I'm like, it's finally over. It's finally over. So, yeah. and then I'll make an hour-long video out of them where you can watch the whole series. Yeah, I haven't done these in a while, only because I thought it was a bigger investment and better idea to make a bunch of smaller videos. But it kind of betrayed the whole idea, because back in the day, when I was like barely a teenager, or I don't know, actually, how old was I? Maybe I was 15, I don't know. That's pretty far into being a teenager. But anyway, there was a bunch of what ifs, and people did them about My Hero. I don't know if you remember. I don't know. There's Star Wars too. I don't know what started it. What was the first like thing people did what ifs about? But I remember My Hero what ifs were everywhere for a long time. So if that may have not been the first, but I think it was the first one to like really popularize the what if genre, at least in my opinion. That and Dragon Ball, of course. But anyway, and they would never finish it. They would do a series and they would make like a few videos and they wouldn't finish it. And that's because the show, of course, had to keep going, and eventually they would just move on to something else. But I decided to anytime I make a series, I have to finish it. So that's why I kind of stopped doing series, because I would feel bad because I wouldn't finish it, the problem with series videos. I tried to fix these with the movies, and a lot of times it would work, but other times the movies wouldn't do too well. So how it works is, after part 2, less people would watch it, because, you know, if you haven't seen part 1, why watch the video at all? And after you get through many parts, I'm sorry, English, sorry, it's late. I don't feel like redoing. Anyway, once you get through so many parts, like say this is why I only do 7, because I don't want the series to go on for too long, because then you have to watch all the other parts, and I feel like most people wouldn't want to do that. That's why would you like do a what if thing or anything really, unless it's just playing a video game, because then, well, if you're just playing like a simple video game or something, it will be like more easy to understand. If you're like what if part 30 and you have to watch all those parts, there's a good chance you won't do that. So that's kind of why I like to keep it simple, you know what I mean? And by the way, I might upload weekly to this series, or twice a week, depending on how well these videos do. But I will definitely finish it. So yeah, love you all so much. Thank you for coming to this channel. Thank you for supporting me. You mean the world to me. Peace out.